What's going on? So I'm gonna talk about Scottie Pippen's the edits on YouTube to make him look like he was better than he was in the finals. Kobe Bryant sidekick Gilbert Arenas his thoughts and takes. Yeah, I got some thoughts and takes on all this, but where do I start? So lately I was on YouTube and other places, and I noticed they've been redoing the '91 finals ever since Kendrick Perkins went on about Williams and Scottie Pippen, and all of a sudden I seen the Scottie Pippen edit, and I'm thinking, did Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant pay these folks to edit it out and make it look like he was dominant on offense when he was more known for his defense? So I saw nothing but Scottie Pippen highlights against the Lakers, and I think they tried to minimize the Portland, and then they tried to do a little bit with the Phoenix series. I think that's what they tried to do. Memory tried to serve me right. I think that's what they tried to do. They're trying to make him look like he could have been the MVP. That's hilarious. And as far as Gilbert Arenas talking about Kobe Bryant, oh, this is too hilarious. Listen, Shaq was the best player on that Lakers run. Don't get it twisted. But you could say that the first finals without no doubt. Even though Kobe did have that one game when Shaq fouled out, he came up big. But he came up big in those conference finals. He came up big. He did his part. He did his part. Shaq was the better player. But don't act like Kobe didn't have a part in what he did. It wasn't just Shaq all by himself. Now, of course, I got Shaq over Kobe as a better player and all that. But I'm not going to sit here and belittle Kobe Bryant. That's what they want to do. They want to act like, oh, your ring don't count. You didn't do nothing. It's a team sport. Yes. But there are people who get credits. But let's just keep it 100, though. Shaq's a once in a lifetime type of talent. But it's not like Kobe was just idling and didn't do nothing. You know, he was considered one of the greatest players ever. First ballot Hall of Fame, etc., etc. So stop listening to jive turkeys like Gilbert Arenas, who he had that 60-point game. Yeah, Gilbert was such a comedian. He's the Kanye Fitty, the cat that does too much Antonio Brown of NBA takes, that you remember that Phil Jackson and Kobe said he shot the ball too much. That's how bad it was. Now, when Phil, who didn't coach Jordan, and Kobe say you shot the ball too much, it's bad. The thing is this. It's always something to minimize Kobe. It's something to minimize Shaq. It's always an agenda. It's like LeBron or somebody's behind the camera and Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen. I can't even turn on. I'm watching. Now they had little reels. They all came up with Scottie Pippen. Like, oh, he could have. I'm like, no, he couldn't have. I already went over that Jordan outscoring by 11, had more rebounds, had as many assists as he did against the Lakers series. Y'all know what happened in the next series against Portland when he had all those threes in Clifford Robinson's face and he did the shrug. And then we didn't even talk about the Phoenix series when he averaged 41 points, which is still the highest scoring average. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I got turkeys coming at me talking about, well, what would Jordan been like without Scottie and Horace? Oh, boy, I got to keep hearing that. What were they doing without him? How did the 94, how did they do in the playoff? Despite Hugh Hollins' call, who hit the game-winning shot fresh from across the pond? It was Tony Kukoc. What did Horace Grant ever do but ride 3-4 wheels on any given chip team? What did he do? And Scottie Pippen getting all his adulation. So this is funny. They got it out here for Scottie, but Kendrick Perkins said he should have been MVP. Yeah. But yet they downplay Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was a better player than Scottie Pippen. Okay. For the record, Kobe Bryant was closer to Shaquille O'Neal than Scottie Pippen was to Michael Jordan. Yeah, I see it. Now, you can say they won more rings. I'm not going to argue that. But you asked me who was more in terms of the overall impact and talent. Yeah. Scottie, defense can hang with folks. He wasn't no offensive juggernaut. And Wilt Chamberlain said in the book, Who's Running the Asylum, and I quote it as I usually do for reference. That's why Scottie ain't in no real arguments. He ain't had the point. Kobe had the points. But it's funny how they say, oh, sidekick and all this. Well, LeBron James stunk in the 2011 finals. A Miami Heat fan, I'll never forget him for that. Dwayne Wade was the MVP of that finals if it had to come to Miami to win. But you got to actually score 10 points against J.J. Barrera in the fourth quarter. Try that. All that mean mugging and talking about, hope you like your job tomorrow. Crazy. Crazy. They have always found a way to downplay, and they did it with Klay Thompson in Golden State. Klay was one of the Splash Brothers. Now, he didn't get the top 75 pick, but he definitely had an impact with Steph. They made history together. See, I'm all for it if you're going to acknowledge, but you can't be selective. And now make up your mind where you robbing, you don't count, or your ring don't. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because Kevin McHale's rings counted playing with Larry Bird. If he don't clothesline Kurt Rambis, they don't win that series against the Lakers in '84. Okay? And Robert Parrish was called the Chief by Larry Bird. His rings count. He's picked 150 best. So stop that this sidekick to the sidekick don't matter nonsense. If you don't have the right cats on your team, that's how you are a leader. But see, Gilbert Arenas wouldn't know nothing about that. And all this talking about, well, it's cheaping and all that. No. Kobe was great with Shaq. Okay? The rings counted. So don't try otherwise. Yes, I have Shaq overall as a better player than him, but I ain't diminishing Kobe's impact. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, because you were the sidekick. Scottie Pippen is the ultimate sidekick because he never was a threat. Kobe did win without Shaq. Went to 3 straight finals without Shaq. But what did Kobe Bryant do without? What did Scottie Pippen do without Jordan? But it doesn't take away that he's one of the greatest players. He just ain't ranked up as highly in my mindset. But these turkeys up here revisionist history, and this editor on YouTube trying to edit out that Scottie Pippen was really carrying the Bulls. I mean, this is some hilarity. There's some comedians out here who get paid real well to revisionist history and make you think you've been wearing Stevie Wonder Ray Charles glasses half your life when you know you saw better. Because for the record, none of the finals, we wanted to say Scottie was best in the first 3, but he sure as heck didn't come through the last 3 finals. Jordan clearly was the better alpha of the 2. Clearly. His defense came up big. I always said, Pip's defense, that's about the one thing he got up there with Jordan. He was a great passer and he could work his both hands. But there was not this whole thing. But at the same time, don't try to big up Scottie and diss Kobe. It don't even work that way. That's comical. Just like the Spurs. Don't try to act like Parker and Ginobili's rings don't count. Ginobili arguably could have been MVP of the 2005 finals if they don't go 7 games. Because he was balling the first 2 against Detroit. They had no answer for him. So Tony Parker did get a finals MVP. Do you hold that against Dunk? Do you say, well, that don't count? I mean, this nonsense. In a way, it don't matter who wins the finals MVP. They are selective with this now. I would think a finals MVP would carry more weight than a regular season MVP, but if you win, you win. You win a ring, you win a ring. But they are selective with how they do these things. There is an agenda at work. And I still say it's an insult to people that won. Because if you won as a team, you won as a team. When Moses and Dr. J and Andrew Toney and them won in '83, there wasn't like, well, his ring and you the sidekick. No one said that nonsense, that stupid mess. Portland won in '77. Nobody said that stupid mess. Washington in '78, the Sonics in '79. Who came up with this crap? And they tried to do that with Magic and Kareem. Magic carried Kareem. Kareem was captain. He had the best skyhook. Come on now. Stop this nonsense. You do rank your players, but don't act like everybody don't contribute, especially if they top of the line, because you ain't doing it by yourself. But they got an agenda that's going on, and I ain't feeling it. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. And one more thing. Stop quoting jive turkeys who never got out the first round, didn't do nothing. Because I don't want to hear what Tracy McGrady and Gilbert Arenas got to say. Or Kendrick Perkins, who rode Pine to a finals. He ain't do nothing. Now, if mean mugging meant you were top 5, he's top 3. Okay? But get out of my face with these jive turkeys and their corny takes. Because they're trying to revision history, and they try to make you Delulu. All right, I'm done.